We're bringing in leaders from 3 fantastic county agencies, the Economic Development Authority, the Department of Economic Initiatives, and the Small Business Development Center. Each one of these agencies all are charged with the primary focus of working with small businesses and helping them grow, develop, scale up.
Audio Jungle.
Hello and welcome to Business Focus, produced by the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce. My name is Angela Inzerillo with Impact Business Solutions, and I'm privileged to be your host as we highlight the great work our local businesses are doing. This week, welcome a familiar face, Mr. Charles Kapur, President and CEO of the Reston Chamber, here today to talk to us about an upcoming event that we got, a really exciting event that we're doing with several Fairfax County agencies in the region. But Charles, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great, Angela. Thank you again for having me back. Always a pleasure to take a shift on Business Focus. This is my first time in the new format in the wonderful world of podcastery.
Yes, you're a guest on a podcast. You could put that in your LinkedIn profile.
This is so cool. I love it.
This is another way to get our subscribers are. So don't forget, subscribe, like, share. So
smash that link.
Smash that link.
Yeah.
And then everybody can see your weekly newsletter as well that you do via YouTube. So this is
Absolutely.
all great.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff on our YouTube channel.
It's awesome. As always, it's another busy month at the Chamber, but we're specifically talking this week about our upcoming business education series.
Yes.
Again, in partnership. It's so aligned with what we do with Inspire. So yeah, let's just talk a little bit about that, who we've got coming, but maybe give people like a quick insight into where BES falls in the scheme of the Chamber. I don't think a lot of people really know about Inspire. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So a little over, we're probably going closer to 25 years now. About 25 years ago, the Chamber created a subsidiary nonprofit 501c3 foundation called Inspire. And what Inspire does specifically has changed over the years, but at its core, it's designed to support and grow entrepreneurship and small business in Fairfax County. And one of the stalwart programs, something that has not changed really from day one, has been the business education series. That has been a consistent program in light of all of the different changes of major programs that Inspire's had. We've always had BES, the business education series. And what this is an opportunity for a small business member of the Chamber, or even anyone in the community can come in and participate, to be able to walk into roughly, call it a 1-hour session, where they walk away with knowledge, tactics, advice that is something that is that could be immediately implemented into their businesses. This isn't something that is moonshot, pie in the sky, takes a lot of resources or planning, and it's something that could be useful down the road. You could hear something in a business education series and you can choose to start doing it that same day. So it's accessible to our small business people, and we bring in members of the community, members of the Chamber world, to serve as the subject matter experts.
Yeah, and all the topics are trending topics. It's what all business owners need to run their business. And some things, we always say they don't know what they don't know until they don't know it. I think I heard Kia say that from Leadership Fairfax. Yeah, so the topics that we talk are typically in your sales and marketing area, business development, leadership, of course, but then also community. Community is important, and there's so many resources. We don't operate in a silo. If we didn't have these resources that we partnered with, we couldn't really be as valuable as we are to our membership. Yeah, so in kind of leading up, and Inspire this year is really turning into more of a mentorship program that we've done. We've done the incubator, we've done the cohorts for education, we've done the grants. And so this year, I'm thrilled that we're doing more in the mentorship coaching type of arena, right? So more training and really giving business owners the tool to be successful and the connections. The Chamber is a powerful connector. So I think it was you that brought it up because you've been interacting this year. It's been kind of one of my pillars where let's collaborate. And you were talking to all these agencies. So that we're coming together for the next business education panel series with these agencies. So yeah, let's dive a little bit more into these resources.
Yeah, absolutely. You nailed it right on the head. So Wednesday, June 26th is our next business education series session. And you highlighted the work that we're doing with Inspire with this new mentoring program. And the idea is, right, we've had different things that Inspire has done over the years, but at the end of the day, being part of the Chamber of Commerce, we've got so many great professional service providers, so many great industry leaders that can share their knowledge and resources to people who want to scale, grow, get their business started in Fairfax County. And, you know, what we feel our best role is being that first step, right? People come in, they know that they want to accelerate the growth of their business. The Chamber of Commerce is one of the most accessible local ways for them to be able to do that. So they're looking to us with specific needs to grow their business. We can take them so far. What's the next step? And the answer to that question is there's a lot of next steps. We are blessed to be in such a dynamic part of the country, part of Virginia, to have some great community resources here in Fairfax County. And so we see the mentoring program under Inspire to be that open, that door, that gateway to all of these great resources. And we're going to kick off an exploration of that with this event on June 26th. We're bringing in leaders from 3 fantastic county agencies, the Economic Development Authority, the Department of Economic Initiatives, and the Small Business Development Center. Each one of these agencies all are charged with the primary focus of working with small businesses and helping them grow, develop, scale up. They're here every day. There's a ton of programs that they offer. Almost all of them are free for businesses that are operating within the county. And the reality is most people just don't even know those services
and they're all
are there
different
for
levels.
the
It's not
taking.
all just for startups. I would anticipate even they have partnerships for organizations that are growing thereafter, or even the financial institutions or other resources, again, that extend once you communicate and work with them.
You're absolutely right. It is the full life cycle of the business. If you are just someone who says, you know, I want to follow in the footsteps of Angela Dorello and leave corporate America and blaze my own trail, but I don't know how to get started, there are resources and programs to teach you something as simple as how to file an LLC, right? And then as you start to operate and you realize that I'm going to need resources, access to services to be able to grow my business, accelerate that, take advantage of the opportunities that are there.
Right.
Maybe that means grants. Maybe that means access to capital. Maybe that means access to commercial real estate. Those agencies are there to help you. And then way down the line, when you're at that mature cycle, when you start to think about succession planning or an exit strategy, there's a lot that goes on to making sure that what you built is handed off the right way. There's resources in the county to help you deal with that.
Do you see these resources working together, or do you find that we're kind of this, I know we're a stepping stone to their resources, but do you feel like that they also work together without having that cog in the wheel?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, they all have their particular purpose, and you would go to each one of these resources for very specific things, but all being under Fairfax County, they collaborate so well together. And that's one of the things that we'll be able to talk about at this series. There's some of the ways in which those lines of services intersect and be able to see how they come together in really unique ways. You know, for example, the Department of Economic Initiatives earlier this year launched their new Fairfax Core program. It's an incredible aggregator site that is helping navigate this huge ocean of different resources that are there, not just county resources, but also private resources that are there for entrepreneurs. So that can't happen in a vacuum. They have to collaborate with other agencies, with other organizations, and have to be aware of what everybody is doing. So hearing how they collaborate and how you maybe get your foot in the door with one agency, but you can get entree to other agencies. I think that's going to be really
and I
important.
think the other great thing about business education always is you get to interact directly with the presenters in this case. So again, if you've got a specific issue or something to be addressed, whether you're getting resources or want to offer resources, that's another thing they're very open to as well, is working with organizations and people, individuals, to help support, their efforts and initiatives.
Yeah, these are local folks. These are locally based individuals. Their whole focus, their whole mission is to support local businesses. And so they're accessible. You know, these aren't folks that we are bringing in from another part of the country or are not here full time. Once you get to meet with them, build a relationship with them by participating in this event, you're going to have the opportunity to follow up and continue to establish a rapport with these folks, because that's what they're here for. They're here to serve. They're here to do things very similar to what we do at the Greater Reston Chamber.
So as I
day.
said in the beginning, it's a busy month. And that's actually
no days off, no summer vacation for us. No,
that's
not at
actually
all.
going to be a pretty busy week. We've got our networking night over at CST Group right on Tuesday, hopefully with provided weather, good provided weather. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Tuesday the 25th is our networking night. And for those that are in the know, being on the rooftop of CST Group CPAs here in Reston is an annual summertime tradition, a great event. Then, of course, the next day we have the business education series we've been talking about. As we're recording this, you and I, Angela, just came off of a hugely successful inaugural event under our new Women's Leadership Series event. Fantastic way to kick off this new initiative, and looking forward to more under that banner. But yeah, the summer is completely full. There's lots of opportunities for people who are working on their business this summer to stay engaged with the chamber. Of course, our website, restonchamber.org. We've got our events calendar. That's where you're going to want to go to register for all of those events, including the business education series event on
Charles,
June 26th.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the updates. So yeah, restonchamber.org will have all of our upcoming events, ways to learn about the chamber, get involved, get engaged, reach out to us, of course. But thank you for joining me this week. Really, really appreciate it, and giving us kind of that update and being a podcast guest.
I'm a podcaster, podcast guest anyway. Thank you, Angela. Appreciate it, and look forward to seeing everyone at our next chamber event.
Stay in touch with us for future episodes. Like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.
Audio Jungle.